اليوم وحصريا في برنامج فورورد نتشرف بإطلاق سيارة تعرفوها كويس. لو نبغى نختصرها بكلمة واحدة لكانت ببساطة رقي.
We created the Avalon to be kind of a little more than a Camry, a little bit more on the inside, a little more space, a little more features, a little nicer materials. And what an exciting time in Saudi Arabia. That's fantastic.
Can we ask a question about the engine? How does it make the new Avalon a better car?
ولو تشوف الاكزوست اصبح الاكزوست مصنوع من الكروم، السيارة شكلها رياضي بامتياز.
أهلا وسهلا فيكم، نرحب فيكم جميعا في حلقة جديدة ومميزة من برنامج فورورد، برنامج المعلومات والترفيه من شركة عبد اللطيف جميل للسيارات. في هذه الحلقة زي ما عودناكم دائما نتعرف على كل ما هو جديد في عالم السيارات. اليوم وحصريا في برنامج فورورد نتشرف بإطلاق سيارة تعرفوها كويس. لو نبغى نختصرها بكلمة واحدة لكانت ببساطة رقي. انطلقت في عام 1994، هي سيارة يابانية الهوية أمريكية المواصفات. كانت دائما عنوان للفخامة والأداء والسلامة في فئتها. هي تويوتا أفالون. ولأنها سيارة مميزة حرصنا أن يقدمها لنا شخص مميز يزورنا من الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية، كبير مهندسي مركز تويوتا التقني في شركة تويوتا للسيارات في أمريكا الشمالية، المهندس راندي ستيفنز. Welcome to Saudi Arabia, Mr. Stevens.
Good to see you again.
We are happy to see you here. Let's watch the new 2019 Toyota Avalon on screen.
Sounds great.
All right. Welcome to our show, Mr. Stevens.
Thank you very much.
What an amazing car.
Thank you. Thank you.
Before we get into the highlights of the 2019 Toyota Avalon, can you give us a brief history about this car from your experience?
Sure. This is the 5th generation of the Avalon, and it's continued to improve over time. We created the Avalon to be kind of a little more than a Camry, a little bit more on the inside, a little more space. A little more features, a little nicer materials, and it's really grown up over the years, over the generations, into kind of the latest rendition.
But in a few words, how can we describe the 2019 Avalon?
Well, for me, the best way to describe it is it's exhilarating, or it just gives you a rush and a sense of excitement when you drive it, when you look at it, and when you interact with the technology.
Nice, very nice. Mr. Stevens, what is the development concept of the 2019 Avalon?
The development concept started with the word daring. We really wanted to dare ourselves to satisfy the customers.
Very nice.
Because the customers and the market's changing so quickly, and we wanted the team to really embrace that. So we wanted to go farther than we had on handling, on the interior, on the styling, just kind of just dare ourselves to do as much as we can.
Cool, very nice. What are the selling points in this Avalon?
There's kind of 3 key selling points. The first is styling. Again, we want to have an aggressive, fun, exciting style, both interior and exterior. So the interior, of course, needs to be more comfortable and more elegant, but we also want to have some splashes of really strong style.
Nice.
The next selling point is the driving dynamics. It's really important for this car to drive really well and to be capable in all scenes. So we want to have great ride comfort, but we also want to have this car to be fun to drive.
Okay.
For example, sport mode and some really exciting features. And then the last selling point is technology.
Okay.
It's really important. The customers are changing so fast and adopting technology so quickly that we have to adopt all the latest technology, but make it very easy to use, very simple to look at, and seamlessly integrate with the car.
Awesome. Can you explain, Mr. Stevens, the style and design appeals of the new Avalon?
Sure. Can I take it? Can I show you?
Let's go ahead.
Great.
All right, perfect.
On the for some of the exterior key styling points, we really wanted to make the car lower
Okay.
and wider,
Okay.
and the wheelbase longer. This gives the car a really good proportion,
Very nice.
kind of like a luxury sedan.
Yeah.
And then we also wanted to have this kind of smooth feeling coming through the car. And it ends in these tail lamps being kind of angled.
Okay.
Where traditionally a car is flat, kind of in that area.
Yeah. And
We
those
wanted-
jet fighters.
Yes, exactly. We
Yeah.
wanted that excitement.
Awesome.
And then
Very
also we wanted some unique features. For example, the headlamps have
Okay.
a slim, unique shape.
All right.
And then some of these character lines have kind of a unique flow to the whole car.
Okay.
And then on the interior, the key point is there's two intersecting arcs.
All right.
One's through the instrument panel,
Okay.
and one is up the console. And
Oh,
so the
okay.
console is supposed to
Very
look
nice.
like it's floating and give you more space. And so those are kind of the keys with the interior, is to make it simple
Awesome.
and comfortable and inviting.
Awesome. Can we ask a question about the engine? How does it make the new Avalon a better car?
Well, this is the new 3.5 liter V6 engine. Many key points, for example, it's lower in the car,
Okay.
so it gives a lower center of gravity.
Okay.
It has significantly more horsepower, along with better fuel economy. So, and we have a new engine mounting system in the mid-size sedan platform
Okay.
that makes it much quieter. So it kind of gives you more of everything that you want.
Exactly. All right. So, what about the exhaust features? I see that they are chrome now. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And we had dual exhaust before, but we wanted
Yeah.
to make it more prominent and more
Okay.
of a feature that you would look
Yeah.
at. Again, you've got some chrome on the front, some chrome on the rear, and it kind of all works
Ma-
together really well.
Makes it a more luxurious car.
Yeah,
At
it
the
kind
same
of.
time,
But only
it's
if
very
it fits.
sporty.
We don't want to put too much chrome on it.
Okay.
We just want to say, okay, if chrome fits in this area,
Yeah.
then we'll use it.
Then we'll do that.
That's right.
Women in Saudi Arabia started to drive their own cars. Would you recommend the Avalon 2019 for the ladies here?
Absolutely. And what an exciting time in
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
All right.
Some of the key features that I think would appeal to that area is we made the car have better visibility.
Okay.
So we moved the hood down, again, giving you a better field of view.
Okay.
We moved the seat travel, can go up farther or down farther, depending on your height. It gives a better proportion of, you can kind of sit anywhere you want. We added larger gauges,
Yeah.
so and larger screens. Makes it very easy to see
Yeah.
and explain where you're going.
And control, maybe. You know, the console looks very luxurious. Again, I see the Avalon as a luxurious car now.
Yes.
More than it's well, it is sporty, but it's at the same time it's very nice to ride.
And we tried to enhance that by adding like quilting to the seat material,
Okay.
more stitching,
All right.
but again, only where it looks nice.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
then some piano black, kind of shiny black with some
Yeah.
nice satin chrome. Just give those key details that I think would appeal.
What do you like, Mr. Stevens, the most about this Avalon?
Well, I'm most excited about the driving experience.
Okay.
It's hard to show you on stage, but this car is a blast to drive.
Really?
It's so much fun. I can't
Awesome.
wait for you and everybody to get a chance to drive it.
We'll do
because
that.
the new TNGA platform has great handling, amazing ride comfort, and is super quiet. So it's going to be fun.
Chief Engineer, I would like to ask you about the TNGA. How does it make the Avalon a better car?
TNGA is fantastic. You remember the new mid-size sedan platform was redone for the Camry,
Camry, yeah.
and it made it look just so amazing.
Yeah.
What happens is with the redesign of the suspension and the underbody, it brings everything down in the car, allowing the performance and the styling to be better.
Okay.
So the hood is down about 2 inches. The overall height is down. We can extend the wheelbase. These are things we couldn't do before.
Yeah.
And TNGA helps us do that. And we can share things like the Toyota Safety Sense, blind spot monitor, and the technologies are all developed and already available for us. So it really gives us more flexibility to do other things.
Good. I'm very happy with the headlamps. I love them.
Can I show you some more features about them?
Let's do that,
Great.
Please.
The headlamps were a major focus of this vehicle. We wanted great-looking, slim headlamps that had the absolute highest technology.
All right.
So we worked together to fit it into a very small shape. You've got the slimmest LED low-beam projectors that Toyota offers.
All right.
There's also dynamic turn signals that kind of sweep as they go, front and rear.
Yeah.
We also have this, what's called laser ablation surface.
Which helps in what?
Well, it's chromed, and then we cut away with a laser so that you can see through it.
All right.
It allows it to kind of give a better appearance at night and during the day.
Awesome.
And then finally, there's this dynamic cornering lamp. So it helps when you're turning, you get a whole kind of the side of the cars illuminated.
Okay.
So really putting that all in together was one of our key features of the Avalon.
They are very high-tech, and they are slimmer today.
Yeah, we're really excited about it.
Awesome. Thank you very much. It is an honor to have you on stage in Saudi Arabia. And we loved everything about the Avalon 2019.
Thank you.
But I want to ask you for one more favor, please. I would like you to sign this card, please, for us.
I would be
And it would be our honor. I already have a pen for you.
I'd be honored. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Right there on the glass. All right.
Thank you so
Chief
much.
Engineer
It's an
Randy
honor.
Stevens. It was our honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Have a great day. شكرا لكبير مهندسي مركز تويوتا التقني بشركة تويوتا للسيارات في أمريكا الشمالية المهندس راندي ستيفنز. مشاهدينا على هذا المسرح بالذات وقبل تصوير حلقتنا كان لنا الشرف استضافة حفل إطلاق سيارة أفالون 2019 الجديدة بحضور أهل الصحافة والإعلام. خلونا نتابع التقرير. نرحب بكم في هذه المناسبة السعيدة التي نحتفل فيها بمناسبة إطلاق سيارة تويوتا أفالون الجديدة كليا 2019.
تسعد شركة عبد اللطيف جميل للسيارات بالكشف اليوم عن الجيل الخامس من تويوتا أفالون. نقدم اليوم ايقونة سيارات السيدان الفاخرة من تويوتا.
My name is Randy Stevens, Chief Engineer of the 2019 Avalon, and I'm really excited to tell you more about this revolutionary vehicle. I'd like to show you the new Avalon. The main design theme was related around technical beauty. First key word was authentic, reflecting design with purposeful importance and relating to performance.
شفنا سيارة أفالون 2019 الجديدة وتعرفنا عليها من كبير المهندسين ومن خلال التقارير. حان الوقت انه نحن نجربها وفريق فورورد حضر لنا حلبة عشان نختبر مميزات هذه السيارة الجديدة. تعالوا نشوف مع بعض. الله يعطيكم العافية. الآن نحن في الخارج هنا في الحر صح، ولكن اللي مهون علينا انه جنبنا الافالون 2019 الجديده اللي شكلها الرياضي
أصبح شكل ممتاز جدا وملفت. خلينا نشوف العناصر الجديدة الأمامية إيش اللي صار فيها. هنا أصبح هيكل اللمبات نحيف، اللمبات هذه LED Vision Tech، وعندنا الشبك الأمامي والسفلي صار موحد، المسار أوسع وأعرض والشكل مميز جدا. خلينا نشوف في الخلف إيش اللي صار. لو تلاحظوا هنا أصبح شكل اللمبات الخلفية ملفت جدا ورياضي بامتياز، شكلها زي الجيت فايتر، هي لمبات LED. ولو تشوفوا الإكزوست أصبح الإكزوست مصنوع من الكروم، السيارة شكلها رياضي بامتياز. يعني إذا أنت من هواة السيارات الرياضية أفالون 2019 أنصحك فيها. خلونا نشوف كيف نفتح السيارة. بمجرد ما يكون المفتاح عندي في جيبي كل علي أسويه إني أنا إيش؟ ألمس السيارة وأفتحها وأدخل بامتياز. السيارة ما شاء الله تبارك الله واسعة ومريحة. وزي ما انتم شايفين في التصميم الداخلي الجمال الفني ودقة في التصميم، وطبعا مصنع بطريقة حرفية عالية جدا. الأفالون فخمة جدا من الداخل. خليني أقول لكم بعض المميزات العامة. السيارة واسعة ومريحة ومصممة بطريقة ذكية ومتناسقة، ومزيج من المواد الصلبة والناعمة، جلد صنف أول وخشب طبيعي. هذه هي الأفالون 2019. خلينا نديكم كمان معلومات عن الأفالون 2019. المقاعد مريحة، ممكن تعديلها على 8 مستويات، وأيضا فيها نظام التدفئة. من المميزات العامة كمان في أفالون 2019 فيها 10 إيرباجز وسائد هوائية، فيها 5 منافذ للUSB، فيها شاشة تعمل على اللمس حجمها 9 إنش، فيها نظام الحماية من تويوتا، وفيها نظام تعديل الحرارة مزدوج، وفيها فرملة اليد إلكترونيا. إيش كمان؟ سيارة أفالون الجديدة مريحة جدا من الخلف بحيث أنها تسع لكل الركاب، وأيضا في مكان للجوال ومكان للأكواب للركاب اللي يركبوا سواء كانوا في الأمام ولا في الخلف. وضعيات القيادة فيها الإيكو والنورمال والسبورت اللي هو الاقتصادية والعادية والرياضية. ناقل السرعة 8 غيارات، يعني 8 نمر باللغة العامية. بالنسبة للكاميرات عندنا كاميرا 360 داير ما يدور السيارة، وعندنا كاميرا خلفية. سيارة أفالون تحتوي على رادار مثبت للسرعة وتنبيه عن مغادرة المسار. الرادار موجود في علامة تويوتا في مقدمة السيارة. سيارة أفالون 2019 فيها نظام ما قبل الاصطدام، وكمان فيها نظام كشف المشاة. مشاهدينا الأعزاء، تعرفنا اليوم على أفالون 2019 الجديدة كليا، وشاهدنا إطلاقها لأول مرة في المملكة العربية السعودية عبر منصة برنامج فورورد. شكرا لشركة عبد اللطيف جميل للسيارات، وشكرا أيضا لكم مشاهدينا. نلقاكم إن شاء الله في برنامج فورورد في الحلقة المقبلة، وأشياء جديدة إن شاء الله من شركة عبد اللطيف جميل للسيارات. مع السلامة.